Simon Reeve is responsible for providing his viewers with a window into the exotic world that not everyone is able to visit. From Australia to the Americas, Cuba to the Caribbean, the London-born travel presenter has taken viewers to destinations around the globe, capturing elements of different cultures and uncovering stories of social injustice. He will be a bit closer to home during his show airing on Wednesday evening, The Lakes with Simon Reeve on BBC Two at 7 p.m, as he explores the impact of humans on the picturesque Lake District in northern England. But it did not all start well for the travelling journalist, who freely admits he was a troubled child, even contemplating taking his own life at one stage. He emerged through it to embark on a journalism career that would see him become an expert in Middle East terrorism and later one of the most recognisable broadcasters in the UK. Simon Reeve's troubled childhood. Simon Reeve had a difficult relationship with his parents while growing up in Acton, West London. "I was a silly little boy," he told the Daily Mail. He regaled stories of stealing petrol from cars to start fires and setting off an explosive device at a popular London shopping mall. "I remember unscrewing the bottom of a CCTV camera at Ealing Broadway shopping centre, packing an explosive device inside and then watching it blow up before racing off, laughing. It was a stupid, destructive thrill," he wrote in a piece for the Mail. Reeve sparred with other kids and admits taking a huge Rambo knife to school. At age 14, he started counselling, but he says such services were woefully underfunded in London at the time. His final months of school were a bit of a blur, and getting drunk and stoned made him feel even worse about life. The teenager left school with no qualifications and found himself on benefits, before spiralling into difficulty with his mental health. At one point, he was even a whisker away from suicide before he was even an adult. Simon was just 17 years old when he considered throwing himself off a bridge, but thankfully changed his mind as a lorry thundered by below. He told the Mirror, "Naturally, there's an assumption that I must come from a wealthy, traveling family and I must have gone to a very good school and university. There's a lot of people now who need to hear that you can still make a go of life if you've had a tricky start. I didn't go to university, don't have any qualifications, I was on the dole, I could have been long-term unemployed. I had a really tricky time, but I found my way throughout it with a lot of luck and some hard work." Shortly after his near-life-ending experience on that bridge, a job center worker gave him some advice that has become his life mantra: take things step by step. Where to get mental health support in 2022? Samaritans, phone 116 123, 24 hours a day, or email joe@samaritans.org. In Confidence Platform 1 Men's Community Group, support for issues including mental health problems and addiction recovery. Visit the website or call 01484 421143. Andy's Man Club, info@andsmanclub.co.uk. Papyrus, a voluntary organisation supporting suicidal teens and young adults. Phone 0800 068 4141. Mind, a charity offering support and advice for people with mental health problems. Bullying UK, a website for both children and adults affected by bullying. Campaign Against Living Miserably, CALM, for young men who are feeling unhappy. There's a website and a helpline, 0800 58 58 58. Mind Out, provide support and advice on mental health for members of LGBTQ communities. Phone 01273-234-839. Journalism career and Al-Qaeda book. Reeves got a job as a postboy at the Sunday Times before making the switch first to the newspaper's cuttings library and then helping an investigative team of journalists. The married father of one caught the investigative bug and quit that role to begin looking into the 1993 World Trade Center terror bombing. The outcome was his book, The New Jackals, Ramzi Yousef, Osama bin Laden and the Future of Terrorism, which was published in 1998 and went on to become a New York Times bestseller. It was the first time someone had written about Osama bin Laden, Ramzi Yousef, and Al-Qaeda in one theme, in what would prove a prescient piece of writing. Reeve, now aged 50, had obtained classified documents which detailed the existence, development and aims of Al-Qaeda. The author concluded that the world was entering a new age of apocalyptic terrorism, and predicted that Al-Qaeda would launch massive attacks on Western targets, looking to cause mass casualties. It meant that when the September 11 Twin Tower atrocity happened, with hijacked planes killing almost 3,000 people in New York in 2001, Reeves' profile shot up, as broadcasters looked to interview terror experts. His television appearances led to his own BBC series, and his subsequent career as a travel broadcaster. Read next.